The great thing about iG.V's draft, though, is it is a draft that's built for teaming up. You know, if they at least get to a certain point, they're going to have this strong wombo combo. Top lane, dogfights and iG.July teaming up, trying to take down Matuma Man. Nice smash there through the shroud. Place. He's just going to turn and nearly get the kill on iG.July. iG.July's still alive for the time being. Will pick up Matu. But Kuroki and Mind Control do punish the Darkseer in return. The block comes out from GH from the sidelines, and they pick up second. They kill Matuma Man. They don't get the extended death with the Reaper Scythe not doing quite enough damage, but it does cost them 2 heroes. So Liquid, you know, even if they're not necessarily winning the trade, making sure that they are keeping and punishing iG.V for the attempts on their save lanes now.
If Kuroki actually had like a little bit more mana there, he would have had the Cold Embrace and potentially would have probably saved Matu. That could have been absolutely devastating. But yep, Cicada back to the mid lane. GH is just sitting there. He's just like, yep, if he steps even.
Kuroki as they come into the lane. Smoke up from the two of them. iG.V, Dogfights and Super were looking to move around for a bit of an action.
They're 6 as well.
But they have to be a little careful because Miracle's standing on a DD. They're going to try for it though. And in fact, they get the steal as well. Very, very nicely done there. Dogfights takes the DD rune, but it might not be enough even with the wards as Kuro comes in with the Cold Embrace save iG.July. Beautiful wall there. Clips onto the two of them, gets the vacuum, will finish off Miracle. Dogfights though is trapped up by the trees. He's trying to get himself away and he does. He'll escape. Paparazzi from the sidelines goes into the high ground with the Stormhammer, but it's not enough damage. They'll try for the turnaround with the Reaper's Scythe, but still not quite enough to bring Paparazzi down. The Warcry as well. The armor, it's not enough to withstand the physical damage from Matu as 2 go down on both sides. Cicada tried to zip in, but he's now out of mana. Surely he doesn't get away, and he doesn't, as iG.V fighting just a little too close to the safe spot of Liquid, and Liquid will manage to turn around that fight.
Liquid just a bit stronger, and also they have the liberty of that shrine, but also iG.V had to expend so much to take out.
It's going to make it a lot harder for them to find that jump.
Yeah. iG.V smoked up. They're looking to make a play with that reveal of the Blink
But look
Dagger.
who's behind them. It's only GH with an Invis rune. I mean, it couldn't be any better for Liquid here, as GH just waltzes in, cancels the smoke, and now iG.V kind of getting pulled apart. Paparazzi will put the God Strength, jumps forward, look towards Mind Control, but GH gets off the Echo Slam in time. Doesn't matter though in terms of Mind Control's life. He will still go down. Miracle tries to come forward, gets shackled. The vacuum wall connecting onto 2 though. Drop down the walls. They don't quite have the follow through lockdown to hold GH and Miracle in place. So Liquid will get themselves away from that wall placement. Jump back in from Paparazzi. Zipping from Cicada. They catch out Kuro on the Wyvern. And they're not done yet indeed. They've got the silence out onto Matu. They'll take themselves a 3rd. So despite ults being thrown left, right and center, we really saw the blink from Paparazzi come into play there as he was able to set up for sort of 2 attempts on the lives of Liquid. And so they do not want to waltz up to this shrine, as iG.V, they're on the high ground ready for this. Liquid are still sticking around though. It's going to be who gets the jump. There's Dogfights. That's not a bad way to start. They're getting the eyes onto GH, so he's not going to be able to get the jump in. Here comes Paparazzi, but already they've lost Cicada. Miracle with the BKB reveal, ready to turn and fight. GH falling low. The Greaves are popped by iG.July. Cold Embrace comes in from Kuroki to save GH, and it is Liquid's fight to take so far. They've already picked up 2. Paparazzi with the Warcry starting to back up, but Miracle and Matuma Man are hot on the chase. There's GH with the Fisher, jump forward, catching out iG.July. Not quite enough damage to finish him off at the moment, but the rest of Liquid, they turn towards the bigger kill. They get Paparazzi. Super with a cheeky zap does manage to punish Kuroki, but iG.V, they've lost 3. Super, he's going to try and run away from this one. We'll see if Miracle continues to look to chase. It looks like Super is going to be able to get himself back in. If you get caught out, this Sven will take you down in a couple of hits in a combo.
Yeah, they definitely don't want, if they take it too late, it can be. I mean, they have a Necro, Nature's Prophet, Troll Warlord versus Storm Sven. Storm can just zip into the back lines and cause so much havoc. That being said, though, Liquid, if they get super farmed, Paparazzi mid.
They are going to jump in. Reaper's Scythe comes in a little bit early, and Paparazzi just able to BKB. Now they look for the turn. Cicada zipping in straight away. They'll clean up Matuma Man, who's left behind by the rest of his team, and Paparazzi just jumps in 2 hits, takes down another. The Wyverns are full, and they're not done yet. They were chasing for more, seeing if they could get anything else, though. But the Liquid were able to get the other 3 out of there. But I really feel this is starting to get to the point where, you know, Liquid, despite having a great laning stage, despite taking that bottom racks in relatively good time, you're going to look to become more of an issue than this troll is. But happens here, within the iG.V's jungle, iG.V heading that way down, but Liquid just on the outside of their vision.
They don't want to take a head-on fight still. I mean, Aegis and Chiefs is still
hard.
online.
They are sticking around, but as you said, this could become a bit of an issue for Liquid if they get jumped on themselves. Liquid getting very aggressive.
Aegis is getting
that was the time.
Yep.
There, they were looking for that time. There's the Aegis gone. Immediately they jump in. They'll take down the Dogs here. Paparazzi getting bashed up, but there's the shackle control onto Kuro. Wyvern's down. Now the rest of Liquid starting to get themselves out of there. A little bit of panic coming from Liquid as the courier itself is sent in as well, taken down, and they're not done yet. iG.V, the boulder smash comes in. They've got the control onto Miracle, getting cleaved down by Paparazzi. GH, there's no escape for the Shaker as well. He'll try and hold Cicada back with the, maybe it's enough, but Cicada, he's hunting and he's finding and killing. GH down as well. The rest of the team managed to get mind control further up the lane. And as you said, I mean, we saw what they were waiting for. They were waiting for that Aegis timeout, but
look non-existent if they do it at the right time.
Oh, and look at that. He sipped in. Cicada, his BKB is still on cooldown. He has to be careful. We'll be able to get back to the shrine. Has to be very wary with these, what, he's got about 23 seconds until that BKB is back up, where he can't really afford to go that aggressive here. Jumping from July. Oh, there's a bit of a one-by, but no mind control. Very quick with the BKB. Miracle turns around, gets the instant bash on the Earth Spirit, and Liquid, despite the wall and the combo being dropped down, they're able to keep the push going, get a second set of melee rack. Now they're looking for the retreat. Dogfights, he's there with the boulder smash, but still with this time with no Paparazzi Sven, there's not really enough damage from iG.V to just blow someone up. Cicada zips forward, but they can't fight without this Sven. Matuma Man with a BKB pop turns, starts to force them back. Cicada's trying to finish off the killer. Now Paparazzi turns up, he's back in the game, comes forward, gets the Wyvern, the Reaper Scythe drop, not enough to kill Cicada. Matuma Man jumps forward though, tries to bring him down, and in fact, yeah, they got the kill. Mind control got him with the soul burn from the Orchid damage. Cicada will buy back. They're desperate to try and keep this fight going, iG.V. Paparazzi cuts down GH. Mind control go for the TP out, but Cicada's there, back in time with the Vortex LD. Buys back for this one. iG.V do end up getting some kills at the end of it all, but it cost them 2 buybacks. They still lost the melee racks. A bit of a punch through. Well, actually will be sneakily forced forward there by Super.
Lift will be back up in 1 second.
There we go again, but there's Matu, jump in, Reapers, Dagon onto the Shaman. Not quite enough to kill him. Super's actually going to live through that, gets back to the shrine. So a good way for iG.V to start. Oh, there's the protect for the combo. GH will force out, but they've already lost one. Matu getting chased down. The BKB not doing anything, of course, to save him from the physical damage from Paparazzi. Mind control, times to turn. GH comes back in with the Echo. The 3-man Fisher. Cicada still has enough mana to zip out. Miracle back in, working his way through Paparazzi, who's stuck in the trees, being well and truly outawed. Jump forward from GH as he forces down, looking to lock this Paparazzi down, but the halberd evasion being enough to get him back up to the high ground. Miracle trying to turn onto Injali. Injali not quite able to finish off Miracle. But iG.V at the end of the day, they do hold the defense.
Paparazzi actually ends up living too. That was him. And this is the man fight build. He has 2 things to slow the attack speed. He has the diffusal to burn off the Warcry as well, and of course his naturally built in bash.
Nico will be forced up to the high ground by Super again with these cheeky 4-star plays. Injali jumps in, only gets the vacuum onto 1. Immediately has to put the BKB as he gets silenced up, surges himself away. Miracle just standing his ground, pummeling into the racks. The fortification will come through. Matu jumping in, trying to zap down Paparazzi. Not nearly enough, but first there to bring him down. There's GH coming in and catching 2 with the Echo Slam. Miracle trying to man fight up against Dogfights, will take it. Paparazzi gets the stun off in time. BKB as well, he's going to survive. Jumps forward, gets the second, picks up the double kill. And now the rest of Liquid. Miracle falling very low. The Hex coming out just in time to mind control. Trying to come back in. Miracle on this Troll Warlord, but it's not going to be enough as he'll lose the Aegis. Stun held onto mind control, trying to force the Nature's Prophet back. Paparazzi trying to go for a round 2, but he has to be careful. Miracle back up with the second life. Takes down Paparazzi. There's Paparazzi down for 90 seconds. No Cicada as well. They don't have buyback. And even though Liquid lose the Aegis, they absolutely walk away with this fight. They clean up the top racks. They should be able to just go for Megas, and maybe even the game is only Injali and Super left alive. And indeed, it looks like it may all be falling apart for them here as they lose the Shaman. He will buy back. He's going to go and grab Miracle outside the fountain. They do have a vacuum. Maybe Injali can drag Miracle into the base. Doesn't actually end up using it there. Wondered if he could try and go for a sneaky bit of a drag back and a block off.
But it's Megas.
It's not looking great. I mean, they've got the spend for the Megas, but they haven't got him for 50 seconds.
Liquid's trying to close this one out. Glyph is down.
They know that they can try and go for the collateral. And Miracle.
Storm's respawning right now.
There we have it. Oh, again, GH has been quick with his 4-stars. Gets himself out of the initial crux of the combo. Jump forward. Mind control able to turn. Take down 1. He's now looking towards Injali. He's put the BKB, trying to run himself away, but the physical damage from Microsoft's pretty hefty. Takada now getting chased and up, zips up to the high ground just in time, super jumping forward. Takada, can he actually escape? The Fisher connects. Takada only with a little bit of mana left to play. No mind control. Peeps him there with a Nature's Prophet play. Takes him down. There's the buyback though. Looking for Miracle. Will find the Troll Warlord 10 seconds before the Sven's back in. Can iG.V well and truly hold this? No, they can't. By looks of it, Takada trying for the TP out, but the Fish is there. He's down for 100. Now the Sven's back, but Paparazzi's got no friends. Everyone's dead, and GG is called. Liquid taking game one at the end of it all. A bit of back and forthness from the sides. But it really felt that Liquid just played the cleaner game, and iG.V making too many mistakes in that mid game.